Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to do a book review on Looking for Alaska by John Green. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick update on for my car accident. I got the results from my MRI yesterday, the MRI that I took on Tuesday that was on my lumbar and cervical. Lumbar being your lower back and cervical being like the neck and that. I have three bulging discs in the cervical area. I believe it was C4, C5, C5, C6, and C6, C7, which kind of sucks, but which explains why I'm having so much pain up here and through my arm and that. I also have, which I knew about from my MRI that I got in 2001, that I do have degenerative disc disease in my lower back. But I also have a bulging disc down there too, which wasn't present before. So I'm not sure if that was contributed to the accident or not. Above, I'm pretty 100%, 99%, whatever, positive that it is. So yeah, my doctor called, but when I called back, they were closed for the weekend. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I've done some research on bulging discs, and basically it just sounds like a lot of pain. I've heard too many stories. I want to talk to my doctor, see what he says. I do know that I've been in pain, as you all know, and I'm just kind of a little discouraged now hearing that. My one friend had back surgery quite a few years ago, but hers started off like that and then ended up being where it ruptured. So yeah. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. Looking for Alaska by John Green. First friend, first girl, last words. I like this cover. I like the American copy or US copy, but this is a UK copy, and I really like this one too. Everybody loves John Green. I've had so many recommendations to read him. I have read An Abundance of Catherines, and that was my first and only John Green book I had read before reading this book. The book wasn't bad, but it just was nothing special to me. So, and that was last year when I read that, 2010. And I wasn't in a hurry to read any other John Green books, but I keep hearing his name everywhere. So when I won Rachel's birthday giveaway, I went ahead and told her to get me Looking for Alaska on paper towns, because I wanted to try it again, and I won, so I didn't have to pay for them. So Looking for Alaska, I just got done reading. It is divided into two sections. You have before and then you have after. It takes place at a boarding school. And I'm going to go ahead. I'll read you the back of it and then tell you. It'll be a quick review on it. It says, when Miles Halter leaves for boarding school, he goes to seek what dying poet Rabelais called the Great Perhaps. Much awaits Miles at Culver Creek, including Alaska Young, clever, funny, self-destructive, and dead sexy. Alaska pulls Miles into her labyrinth, catapulting him into an unimaginable future. Vivid, passionate, intensely moving, and shocking, this is a stunning debut novel by young American author John Green. Oh, I didn't know this was his debut novel. Huh. Okay. So anyways, Miles, yeah, he goes away. He's a junior in high school, and he goes away to boarding school. He's looking for his great perhaps. He's known for remembering people's last words, famous people's last words. He reads biographies, but he's never actually read like authors' works that they've written. He's just read biographies. When he goes to this boarding school, he meets Chip, or what the hell do they call him? I do this every time, don't I, guys? The Colonel. He meets Alaska, and he meets Tacoma. And where he came from, he wasn't real popular at all. He never really had a girlfriend, stuff like that. So he ends up falling for Alaska, but Alaska already has a boyfriend. And the way this book is, the before, which it's literally titled Before, you basically get to know the characters. There's a prank that happens at the school, and that's like a ritual thing. It's like a yearly thing. There are the weekend warriors. Those are the like rich kids who go to the school during the week and go home on the weekends. And then there are the ones like Miles in Alaska and the Colonel that stay there all year, or, the school year. And the people that stay there the whole school year and the weekend warriors really don't like each other. So they usually do pranks on each other. So that's what that kind of like the first part's about. It's about Miles getting to know his new friends, getting to know the campus. It's not really in depth about anything. Everything's lightly touched upon, I believe. There is a lot of drinking going on. Screwing around is in pranks. Not a lot of seriousness. And then, in the first part, before, I read it, but it wasn't anything special to me. It did not hold my interest. I mean, it held my interest long enough for me to get through it, but usually I fly through my books. For anybody that follows me knows. In this one, I could put it down and I could walk away, and I wasn't eager to get back to it. But I did because I have goals I want to reach, and I wanted to finish it. Once I reached after, then the book started getting interesting to me. There's a tragic event that happens, and that's what the whole before and after is about. So the after part is about basically them dealing with the event, the tragic event that happened, and trying to figure out why it happened and how it happened. And that was more my speed. That was more what I like in a book. Drama, stuff actually happening, stuff like that. Somebody had referred to this book like Stand By Me, the movie, and I agree with that. If I had to rate this book, which I talked to Priscilla from the Readables and asked if I could borrow her readable or unreadable rating system that she does, and she was okay with it. She said I don't have to use readable or unreadable, so I'm going to try to think of some different words so that way, because that's what she's known for. At least she can keep that. But for this one, I'm just going to use that right now until I can, like I said, think of different words. If I had to rate this book to me, the before and the after would be rated two different things. The before would be rated, I can't say unreadable, because it wasn't horrible at all. But, like I said, I could have put the book down and not come back to it. It definitely wasn't memorable to me. The after was definitely readable to me, and it made the book worthwhile then. When I read the after, it made me understand the before better. It made me understand why the before was written like it was. So if that makes any sense. On Goodreads and on my blog, I did rate this a 3 out of 5 because you do have to do a rating of 1 to 5 stars. So it was rated a 3. But from now on, besides for my blog and Goodreads, whenever I do a review on here, it's going to be like Priscilla does it. So it's either going to be that it's readable or it's unreadable. But like I said, I'm going to think of different words to use instead. Because it's very hard for me to do a number or a star system because there's just too many different factors to me. And yeah. So anyways, I know everybody loves John Green. I know that. But it's just, I don't know. He just may not be the author for me. I still have Paper Towns to read, which I will read, and see how that works for me. So, right now, I'm going to be reading Lockdown, Escape from Furnace. It's the first one, and it's by Alexander Gordon Smith. It's a dystopian novel, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. I should finish this fairly quickly. This one's only like just under 300 pages, and the text is pretty big, so. And that's it for me today. So I will talk to you guys later.